Welcome back to the BST4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What's happening, man? Let's talk about it. Mr. Random got rid of his Marauder, man, and let's clap for him. We have to clap for him. You know why I'm clapping for him? Because you just cannot hold on to something that you really don't like. You're not going to build it properly. You're not going to be wanting to drive it. You're not going to do nothing with the car because you just don't feel the car. Especially when you spend $10,000 and the ending result is what is your horsepower in your Crown Victoria? Realistically, if you check out this LMR clip of this Crown Victoria on a dyno, (198 horsepower with 238 foot-pounds of torque. With a 4,000 pound car, that's 49.5 horsepower per 1,000 pounds. So this is for the guy out there saying that he want to chase down a Scat Pack. It's like a 20, 21, 22, whatever, right? And it's 4,000 pounds. It's a lot heavier than a Crown Victoria, but it's 4,000 pounds. What's the horsepower number? 485 horsepower and 475 foot-pounds of torque. And it's probably more than that, but they just probably dumbed it down a little bit, all right? It has an 8-speed transmission and a 6-speed manual, right? You know what I mean? I don't have no dyno numbers of a real actual car, but let's say the brand new joint off the showroom floor. How many horsepower per 1,000 pounds? It's 121 horsepower versus a Crown Vic that is 49.5 horsepower per 1,000 pounds. Please stop it that you're going to be messing with some SRTs and everything. You got big plans for your Crown Victoria to chase down Hellcats and stuff like that. It's just not going to happen. The Crown Vic is just not built for that. It's just built different. Now, I hope all of you guys understand what I was saying. So now I got to take my behind to the junkyard because I need to get my window for my car, because it's just been sitting there with no window for like a long time. Been broken for a very, very long time. So I need to go get that. Then also too, I need to get parts for my swap because the swap is just not running right. I know what I think I need, so I'm gonna get the used parts first and see if it's any better. And then what I'll do is I'll just go in and go get that money, right? And then really just whip it up into shape and try to get this thing really rocking right. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, man, the cold is just making my skin all ashy and everything, man. But first, I need to go back and get the truck so I can bring the window home. So let me go do that, and I'll meet you guys at the junkyard. Check this out. V10 Triton here, man. Didn't know it was a V10 Triton because this throttle body threw me off. This is like the one I have on the what's-the-face at the house. This is what those guys do on eBay, right? They get these throttle bodies like this one here, and then they turn around and sell them and say that's from a Cobra. No, it's not. Oh man, they got good stock coil packs and everything on here. This is a good engine here. I wouldn't take anything off it. You know, this is for somebody who, you know what I mean, who wants to really get something good for their truck or something like this. Like this stuff here is good to have. Like these little elbows here, great to have these messing around doing car stuff. Real good to have that stuff around. But yeah, man, you know what I was looking at, right? I was thinking about like, man, how can you really do a 4-wheel drive Crown Victoria? I think the best way to do it is to get it in this form, right? Get it all out the way. Take the frame off, take the body off, and then you look at this and then you just stare at it for a week and a half. And then you start to get busy. So we at the next junkyard here, man. They took the window out for me already. Man, I really need to learn how to take out a window, I'll tell you that much. They did a good job. Thank you for that. So yeah, I got to get that window, take it home. Now I'm looking for a molding, and most of these cars here don't have a molding. Now the molding I'm looking for is for this type of Crown Vic that's right here. And obviously, like this one here, I was about to take it, but it's good up to this point. But and then I was thinking about taking this one here. I may just take it and spray paint it black. It's not the best molding, you know, but it's something versus having nothing, you know. So I may roll with that. I'm gonna take this one coil pack here and some wires to go along with it, because these are Motorcraft wires. I like to use those. You know, maybe that might be an issue too, you know, something to think about. But this is a game that you have to play. Brought the window home safely. Now this window comes bonded. Bonded meaning that it comes with a molding all around it. Now, obviously there's no molding on there. Now I can't install it without a molding. So I stepped back and I thought about it. I got to get one of my homeboys that I used to work with to install the window. Now, I'm gonna take note and see what molding he uses. So on the next time I can install it myself. Back to this here. I mean, we went to the junkyard. We got some parts and pieces, right? We went and we changed the coil pack. Not meaning that the coil pack is bad, man. I'm just really reaching at this moment on what's good and what's not. But definitely number 8 right there was no good. The plug was bad and the wire was probably bad because it had some water in there and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and crank this thing up and see what is happening with it. Everything fuels good. Open and it turns off. When I was sitting here, right, I was like, all right, maybe something else is bad. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and mess with this a little bit. I haven't, like I said, I have injectors in these cars, and this matches the injectors for this. Now, when it was warm outside, you know, this thing ran pretty daggone decent. All right, leave that there like that, and let's see what happens. So, like I was saying, I have the injectors in here, right? The plugs are getting wet. So without having the proper O2 sensors and everything, it's dumping more fuel. So we just trying to work with it and see what happens with it this time. It shouldn't start with that MAF in it, and using the stock wire harness from a 96 and a 2003 engine is not the move. See, that's what it's supposed to do. Let's see if we can keep it running. The MAF is the problem. This is not the proper MAF in here, but it's the proper MAF for the ECU. This MAF is good, but it's not dialed in to the ECU. That's why you hear it now. It runs a lot better. It's the MAF. I think one of you guys said probably it was the MAF, and I was like, nah, probably not, because I know this one is good. It's not really the case. The MAF is bad. The tune and everything is not matching all together and not playing with each other. Now you can listen to the engine now, smooth as heck, with a MAF that it should not run on because the MAF and the injectors do not match. So, you know, we got the engine to run and it's dope. And we're trying to figure out what we need to do with this. I'm kind of feeling like Mr. Random right about now, and this engine should shut off in a few minutes. But oh yeah, Mr. Random, I have something like this I don't want either. I really want a Lincoln Town Car. I don't want these anymore. You know what I mean? And also over here, we got the window in, and the car is looking a lot better. Now we have to put a clear coat over it. I'm gonna put the marker lights in there, and then I don't know what I'm doing with the rims. I was thinking about getting them powder coated, but really I like the chrome look. I just need a better set of chrome rims if I could be able to get that. And then, you know, see what we could do with this, and then we can see what we can do with this over here. You listen to it. It has a little shake to it because it's not the right MAF. And right now, it's dumping more fuel in there. It ain't sparking, and it'll shut off. So if I don't rev it, it will turn off. See, even when I rev it, it's not that great. So let me turn this off. And then now we're gonna switch these out. And you're gonna hear the difference in the rev. Look at that, that thing wasn't even tight. I know, you guys are gonna get on me and say, man, it wasn't gonna work. It ain't supposed to work, it's not even tight. Well, for the sake of getting things on and off real quick, we're just doing it that way. Now, watch this one, see if it'll rev or not even gonna start. Hear the rev now. Hear it? That's the math for those injectors. But at idle, it's going to turn into shit. It needs the tune. It's going to turn off in a few minutes. So now we have an idea of what's going on. The thing needs to be tuned properly to run with that, to run with the injectors. I got to get the O2 sensors in, get that situated, so we know that the car is not really all that bad. So, you know, I'm happy about that part. So we got things going on, we got it rocking, we got it rolling.